AITA I, 27F, took my car keys away from my partner, 31M, this morning. We live together in his house. I pay him rent to contribute to his mortgage. I have my own room where I WFH. I go in office 1 or 2 days a week. My partner also works from home but goes into office a few times a week. My partner has a car but refuses to drive his own into work. He drives a sports car and says that he doesn't want his colleagues to see/judge him for this. So he has been driving my car for the past 3 years. Recently, the past year, I've been telling him to purchase his own car. He has the funds and it's been interfering with my ability to leave the house, so I felt it was an appropriate task. Whenever he takes my car, I'm unable to run any errands/leave the house unless I order an Uber because I don't know how to drive his stick sports car. This morning I was in a work meeting. It was an important one to me. When I have an important meeting and I'm on camera, I often lock my door in case my partner accidentally walks in, and I put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Midway into the call, a section where I would have to present was approaching. My partner begins knocking on my door. I texted him that I was in a call and asked what he was looking for. He said he needed one of my yoga towels as he was going into work and taking a yoga class with his co-workers. He goes to these yoga classes every week, so I got irritated that he didn't prepare. I quickly turned off my camera and unlocked my door so he could grab it. After a few moments of looking, he starts talking to me, and since I'm in a call and actively listening, I don't know what he's saying, so I text him asking what he's looking for. He said he couldn't find a towel and just stands there. So in interest to help him, I turned my camera off again and grabbed it for him. Rather than saying a quick thank you, he mumbled, "You're not even an important person on that call," and rushes out of my room.
Anger took over and I asked him to clarify what he said, and he starts talking about how he's late and that I wasn't even talking on call and that I was being dramatic. This made me so mad I yelled at him that I'm asking him to consider why I'm working so hard, as this was a crucial meeting. He tried to avoid the conversation and tried to leave, which he often does, so I got triggered and told him he couldn't take my car to work as I needed it in the afternoon and didn't feel like taking an Uber, but he was welcome to call a car. Recently I saw the whole Steven Crowder wife video of him not letting his wife take the car, and this is now bothering me. I feel like the asshole for limiting his ability to leave the home now. AITA?
AITA I feel like the asshole for limiting his ability to leave the home now. AITA? But you didn't. He has his own car, he can drive his own car.
NTA, get yourself a better BF who actually respects you.
NTA, his yoga class is more important than your work? Girl, leave. His lack of planning does not constitute an emergency on your part. You texting him during your call should have been enough for him to know that if he can't find it. Too bad. He can't consider any perspective but his own. Him always taking your car is another flag. He doesn't mind leaving you stranded. NTA, you are not like the man in that video. Your partner has a car and is the here. I would reconsider this relationship entirely. You are also contributing to his mortgage. What are you getting out of this? I'd think long and hard about your answer to this. NTA, first of all, you did not limit his ability to leave the house. He has a perfectly good car he could use. If anything, him constantly taking your car when you can't drive his limits your ability to leave the house. Also, please tell me he pays you back for any Ubers you have to take? Or are you telling me that you're paying a full car payment for a car that he's been putting extra miles on it for free for 3 years and paying for the cost of an Uber when you're unable to use the car that you pay for? All because he was stupid enough to buy a car he's too embarrassed to drive anywhere. How did this man think he was gonna barge into your office? Interrupt your meeting to find a towel. Make you find the towel for him. Insult you and your job when you were annoyed by the intrusion. And then drive off in your car? The lack of respect is just mind-boggling. I'm not sure this the right way to have gone about resolving the car issue. But you're not wrong to be very frustrated with the situation. Info. Does your boyfriend act controlling in other ways? Trying to limit your ability to do things on your own or interact with people? Because his insistence on taking your car when he has a perfectly good car of his own, one that you can't drive, is really, really bizarre. I can't think of a profession where one would be harshly judged for driving a sports car. And if this is the case, why did he buy a sports car in the first place? And even if such a profession did exist, his solution of never driving his own car and only driving yours is very weird. It almost reads like he's trying to interfere with your ability to leave the house and do things on your own. Red flag?
Overall, NTA.
NTA. Info. What positive things are you getting in this relationship when you're with someone who won't drive his own car, disrespects you during work, and can't manage to use his own equipment for his own exercise classes? I suggest getting yourself a shiny new spine and take your car and your life back. Lala, this guy is definitely a child. NTA. You pay him rent for his mortgage? Why are you in this relationship? NTA. He sounds pretty disrespectful. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. NTA. Seriously? He had a car. He can take his car. How are you limiting his ability to go anywhere? This is only one side of the story, but he sounds like a chode. He bought a bougie sports car so people could think he was rich and cool. Probably looking to impress other girls. Now he suddenly doesn't want people to think he is rich and cool? Get a Prius and call it a day. I also don't think infant-like adults are cute. If the world depended on him getting a yoga towel, he would have found one. NTA. You're not limiting him at all. He has a car. Tell him to stop being a pansy and drive his sports car. If he can't take being judged for owning a sports car, then he shouldn't have bought it. Here's the thing. You didn't limit his ability to leave because he has his own car. Him choosing not to drive it to work is a choice he made, and that is not your responsibility. NTA. NTA. He was an asshole to you, and you naturally didn't feel inclined to do him a favor. He disrespected you while relying upon you. Hypocrisy isn't pretty, and this is it. NTA. You're not limiting his ability to do anything. As he has a car he refuses to drive. If anything, he's limiting your ability to get around by not allowing you access to your own damn car. Between that and interrupting your meeting for unimportant BS and giving you grief over it, he sounds like a huge awe. So this guy dominates use of the only car available to you, disrespects your career, disrespects you personally by insulting you and not taking no for an answer. Can't even find a thing himself. Definitely seems like a keeper. No red flags at all. NTA. Please rethink this relationship. He has no problem stranding you at home and interrupting your workday for something he should have prepared for and has you waiting on him. Why? What are you getting out of this relationship with him? Otherwise than a lot of Uber receipts. NTA. 1. You didn't strand him. He has a car. If he doesn't want to drive his car, he can sell it and buy a different car. 2. He was being disrespectful to you. You don't owe him any favors in that situation. 3. He is perpetually inconveniencing you by using your car instead of his own. 4. All the mileage and wear and tear that decrease a car's value are happening to your car. He's devaluing your asset while preserving the value of his. Frankly, he sounds like a tool. What are you talking about? You didn't limit his ability to leave the home. He has his own car. NTA. But damn, grow a spine. I hope he's paid you back for all the Uber's gas, insurance? NTA. Run babes. Far. He is impeding your ability to leave the house. He has all the resources.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.